Hello and welcome to Point of View, where we give students a place to listen, learn, and lean in. We're your host,
Thomas Clancy.
Abhijit Galker.
and Jordi Anderson, and today we'll be talking about the behind the scenes of a typical podcast episode. The average episode first begins with the start of a cycle, with a cycle is defined as a set of episodes released at a specific time. It first initially begins with a forum asked to all podcast members. In the forum, we ask for topic ideas to go with each of our categories, which are interview, across the table, news flashing, culture shock, and then occasionally special. We answer the forums with a vote on the best ideas. After topics are picked, we break off into different episodes. Each person is assigned a certain job for the cycle. To start us off, the first job is editing.
So my name is Jonah. I'm a junior here at Northview and I'm an EIC within the podcast class. So the main way how we edit our episodes and we edit the audio of our episodes is through this software called Adobe Audition. So Adobe Audition is this very, very great software that just lowers the amount of time that you have to edit. You can do it so much with it. You can cut clips, you can make clips shorter, you can add anything you want, such as any audio that's downloadable. You can do so much with it. You can fade in and out sounds. It's a really, really, really great software that we use every single day in this class for all of our episodes. It's something that's very easy to learn. It doesn't take a lot to learn it and to get very good at it. It's very basic, the stuff that we do here, but it also sounds very, very smooth when done correctly. So it's a very good software that I like a lot, and I really like using it, and it's probably my favorite part of this class. So yeah.
As you guys already know, I'm Thomas Clancy, and my personal favorite part about podcasting is actually working on the graphic design. It's not too dissimilar from making a PowerPoint slide if you ever worked on those, actually, because all you're doing is taking a bunch of different like shapes and images and whatnot and putting them together like you're trying to just make a different, well, it is making a logo, actually. We're trying to make a logo for the episode by combining multiple different assets, and you really got to take account of like the different types of like color schemes, the different types of feelings you're trying to go for, and if it's serious, try to keep it serious. If it's like funny, try to keep it funny. The reason why you use Illustrator for this actually is because Illustrator is just like a straight up really well-made program for this type of thing. It's like it's really intuitive because it has all the like modern features that you expect to see when it comes to programs like that. You can snap things, you can oh my god. And with Audition, you can even use vector images or vector lines, and that means it scales infinitely, and you won't even get any sort of pixelation if you try to zoom in, which can look really nasty. And lastly, I believe that graphic design is really my favorite part of when it comes to podcasting. Even if it's not so major to the actual episode itself, it really just does add this like bow on top that just makes it feel a lot more expressive with what you can do when it comes to podcasting.
Okay, then we have transcription, which is my favorite part, sort of, even though it takes a very, very long time. And here we have my lovely buddy tell you guys all about it.
Hey guys, my name is Alan. I'm a freshman here at Podcast, and I'm one of the staffers for POV. And this is what I'm working right now, transcription. So basically, what we do for every episode is that if you've ever looked on Northview Messenger, the website, you're gonna see our episodes, and then right below that we have the transcription. So what it is basically just the entire podcast episode, but in a Word format, so that it's accessible to everyone, specifically maybe deaf people or people that would just rather read essays than listen to their podcast. So the way we transcribe is using this great software or a browser extension called Otter. And Otter is really great because it's sort of like an AI. So all we have to do is just put the audio file into Otter, and then Otter just types it up. So what the humans actually have to do, or what we usually do, is just listen to the podcast episode while we read through the transcription to make sure that the words are all correct and in order. So that sometimes Otter like doesn't say Northside Stadium instead of Northview Stadium. So we have to make sure that's correct. So that's transcription. It's a really fun job. I always like doing it. I always like being tasked to do it. And I like it better than editing, which might come a little bit weird to people, but I think it's fun, and it's not too hard too. So that's transcribing.
This year, we decided to incorporate a new style of podcast episode into our collection, video episodes. Alan and I are the main people behind the video episodes, and we decided to use a specific editing software called DaVinci Resolve to edit our videos and post them onto our uploading platforms. We decided to use DaVinci Resolve because it's an easy way for many people to get into editing, as it offers a very generous learning curve and has multiple help tutorials and YouTube videos that anybody can watch to really learn the software better. I had a lot of fun doing video this year. We've done 3 episodes so far, and including this one, and we're really excited to see how we can improve this year and how we can develop our video editing skills and hopefully be more consistent with video editing towards the end of the year.
After all those wonderful steps are completed, we go into Anchor, a podcast publishing website, and upload our episode, post a description, and at 4 o'clock it's up and ready for the public on Tuesdays and or Thursdays. That's pretty much a typical day of Point of View. I personally love this class and this wonderful teacher. I've been in this class since sophomore year, and this has been my favorite class of all my high school life. And if you're listening to this, and your voice in your head is saying, this sounds like a place for me, then you should definitely listen to that voice. This concludes our episode. Thank you so much for listening. For a transcript of this episode, head to the Point of View tab on our website, nhsmessenger.org, and follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at NHS Point of View for updates and new episodes. We're your host,
Thomas Clancy.
Aviji Gawker.
and Jordi Anderson, and this has